Morning. Good afternoon, brother. I talked to you before about the constant having to go every week. Had an open date scheduled. It came a week early. How do you think maybe no one wants to have a delay obviously like this because of COVID or anything like that or testing or tracing or whatever. But how do you feel like it maybe benefited you guys? I mean, you had an open date scheduled, but it came a week early, and the break was appreciated. I would imagine.
Yeah, I definitely think it benefited us for like resting our bodies a little bit because we had competed obviously the week before, but I don't think we can take a break mentally because we have to stay in it and we have to focus on the meet this weekend. So it was benefited us with our bodies, but we have to stay in it.
Now it's 5 straight weeks, at least. Hopefully, there's no more delays. Before would have another break before the SEC championship. So does that make it be tougher?
I think so, maybe a little bit, just because we are going to compete 5 weeks in a row. But again, this is what it's about. It's competing every weekend and just doing it for our team, and our team's going to be there for us. And having these girls behind my back through it all, it's going to make it a lot easier.
Y'all are. If you look at Michael's asking Kai if she looks at Twitter. Says she's off of Twitter, which is probably healthy.
Yeah.
I was just looking at the road to nationals. If you look at the national rankings, y'all are still number 2 in the country this week. Number 1 on floor. Floor has been always I mean, everyone loves floor, and it's been kind of a signature event for this program. I would say for a number of years. But how much pride do y'all take in that particular event and the expression of it, and how much do you enjoy it? Is it your favorite event compared to the others?
Yeah, floor is definitely one of my favorite events, just performing the routines in the PMAC and even away. It's just so fun doing our choreography. ACK does our choreography, and it's absolutely amazing. And just having our teammates cheer us on the side is really fun to do.
I'm always amazed how everyone knows everyone's move as they're going through it. You can watch them on the sidelines, right? I mean, y'all have seen it a few times.
Yeah.
Is your routine I'm curious, as a freshman, is your routine totally different, somewhat different from what you did in competing in junior competition? I mean, did you start from scratch with Ashley with her choreography, or you incorporate a lot of elements from what you did? Obviously, the tumbling is somewhat unique.
Yeah. Well, I did start from scratch with my floor routine, but I think she watched my routines from years past, and she saw like what my style was and what I did. So I think she put something together that I really love and that I could really perform. And it's definitely different doing it this year because I have to like smile on my floor routine a little bit, and I've never smiled in a floor routine before. But I'm really excited, and I love my floor routine.
That's a good question, Scott. And how come you never smiled before?
Oh, I think I always just got like the serious routines, and I just had to look really like focused and serious, and got kind of a little more fun routine.
Yeah, you're a natural at it. That's the smiling part. You're pretty
Thank
good
you.
at gymnastics. Scott made a good point about the seniors kind of picking up the last meet. Do you sense the balance that this team has? Obviously, you're doing great things right out of the gate, but it seems like when somebody needs to step up, there's somebody there to kind of pick up the other one.
Yeah, the depth on this team is amazing. Like when one person goes down, there's 19 of us on this team that can do almost every event, and that's really nice because if one person needs a break, the next person's ready to go, and it's just an honor to have so much depth on this team.
You know, be a little lonely, no releases this week of you winning any freshman or gymnast of the week?
No, not really.
No, not really. What about an off week like this? I was talking to Kaya. You don't really prepare for the opponent, so it's not like you're gearing up against Auburn. So how do you utilize the extra time to prepare? Is it really just maintenance and improvement, or do you feel like I got a little extra time here? Let me try this.
I think it's just maintenance and doing the same routines I'm doing. I actually have worked on my middle pass on floor, so I am hopefully going to add something in this week. So I think that benefited me a lot because I had extra time to do that. So yeah.
You feel like you can be ready to add that extra element?
Yeah, I think.
You probably wouldn't. Would you not have been ready last week if you had to compete last week?
I think it would have been definitely a lot harder if I had to be ready last week, but I think I could have made it work. But I'm going to do it this week, so.
Jay said it doesn't have to be the element that you get knocked for. It was not anything hard or anything like that. Can you kind of describe it to us?
Yeah.
Those of us who don't have a intricate understanding of
Yeah,
gymnastics.
so one of your like passes has to have 3 elements to it, and all of my tumbling passes just has 2 parts to it. So in front of my second pass, we thought it'd just be easy to add a front handspring, so then now I have 3 elements and meet all the requirements.
So they don't have to be consecutive?
Not really, no. It's just,
Okay. Right. And it sounded like, from what Jay said, this is something that other people could have gotten penalized for, to lack of a better word, other gymnasts around the country, right? It's just, is it something that they think they're kind of judging more strictly this year or something like that? I know it's your first year at college, but.
I wouldn't say so. I think it's just it's a requirement that needs to be done, and I didn't have it, so it was just something I needed to do.
And how comfortable is it adding that? Did you take something out, or you're just
I'm just adding something in. I'm pretty comfortable with it now, yeah.
Earlier Kaya said that she was asked about you. She said she's a fan. What does it mean to have someone like the caliber of a Kaya Johnson say that she's a fan of your gymnastics?
Oh, I love Kaya. Literally, I look up to her every day. She's literally my idol. And I watch her practice every day. I'm like, I just want to be like Kaya Johnson. And I feel like just seeing her every day work so hard makes me want to work harder so I can be like her, literally.
And how's the toe?
It's good. It's pretty much fully recovered, and I'm ready to go for this weekend. Yeah.
It's just a little thing can
Yeah.
be a problem, right, in gymnastics.
Yeah. Just the slightest thing, like a fluke mistake, and yeah.
Cool.